G'day, it's the Carsalesguru here. How are you? With a few tips on how to sell more cars in a short period of time. Especially if you're new to the trade. I still find it really hard to believe that people get into the trade and think they're going to sell 30 cars in 1 minute and think they're going to be on $1 million and driving a Ferrari. You know, you got to crawl before you walk. And I say to you, when you are a sales cadet or you've just started, now is the time to learn the trade properly. Know your products back to front and always be one step ahead of Harry Hardhead or Barry Ballbuster. That's the guy that's been in the trade for 30 years over and had 1 year experience 30 years over. These guys they're not passionate about being in the car trade anymore. In fact, unfortunately, they have a bit of a chip on their shoulder and yeah, I call them old fossils. But the good news is there is lots of new people coming into the trade all the time, and the trade is getting better and more of a profession every day, more professional. Looking after the customers is my #1 priority. You know, when I used to come to work every morning, I started half an hour early, got my cup of coffee, got the yard ready to rock and roll, balloons up, looked like $1 million, put on the fresh cologne, and really set my goals for the day that I was going to sell at least 1 or 2 cars per day for every day of work. Now, an average month is 27 days. 27 days per month you would work, having a couple of days off here and there. Now, that might sound like a lot, but you've got to ask yourself, do you want to make money, or do you want to be there and drink the coffee? I want to make money. So I always used to start, as I said, early in the morning, finish as late as I could at night. Now you might think, is that a workaholic? No, that's someone that wants to earn some good brass. You can make really good money in the car trade. And that's not by ripping people off or treating people with disrespect. That is selling a product and making a profit that the dealership should be allowed to make out of a very good quality motor car that's not going to cause the customer any problem. Now my #1 tip would be to any of you out there, the neighbourhood you live in, you have a block around your neighbourhood. I would get yourself some cards, not even from the dealership. I got my own cards made up. There they are there. And I put a card with a little letter in each one of the letter boxes, 1 block radius from where I lived. Hi, my name's John and I'm your local car salesman. And it's amazing the amount of people, you put your mobile number, the amount of people that actually rang me. Because it's like anything. People get a bit intimidated by car salespeople, as they do by their dentist, as they do by their doctor. And you know what? The old saying is, if someone's going to prod and poke you, you want to know them. So I'd want to know my doctor. And if someone's going to rip teeth out of my mouth, I'd want to know my dentist. Well, same with car salespeople. People don't like walking into a yard and being engulfed by 12 salespeople that are dying to sell them a car. They'd rather walk into a dealership and say, hi, is John here? And what a great start. They're already asking for your name. So that's my #1 tip. And I'm going to give you lots of tips in the series on my channel of how I was selling 29 to 35 deals per month. And let me tell you, if you follow them, you will sell. You've got to tell yourself, you will sell the amount of cars that I sold. So if you want to come along for the journey, feel free. I'm sure we'll have a bit of a laugh, and more to the point, I'll tell you every story I can. But more to the point, I want you to show honesty, integrity, and you are a sales professional. You're not a car salesperson or a carie or someone that sells shit cars. You are a professional you're a professional there to help the customer to make a decision on their day of purchase. It's that simple. Have a lovely day.